Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, we talked about why Kubernetes uses pods instead of running containers directly. In this video, we will focus on what happens after a pod is running. We will look at how Kubernetes watches pods, what happens when something goes wrong, and how Kubernetes keeps applications running by restarting containers or replacing pods. The goal of this video is to understand pod behavior and how Kubernetes handles failures without getting into configuration files or commands yet. Let's start with an important idea about pods. Pods in Kubernetes are temporary. They are not designed to live forever. Kubernetes fully expects pods to fail or be replaced. This is very different from traditional servers where we try to keep the same machine running for a long time. In Kubernetes, pods are treated as disposable units. Kubernetes is constantly watching the state of pods. It checks whether a pod is running, whether its containers are healthy, and whether the actual state matches the desired state. If something is not working as expected, Kubernetes automatically takes action. What happens when a container crashes? Let's look at a simple scenario. A pod is running on a worker node and one of the containers inside the pod crashes. When this happens, the pod restarts the container automatically. You don't need to manually restart it. Kubernetes handles this for you. From Kubernetes point of view, this is a normal situation, not an exception. Now let's look at a slightly different case. What happens when a pod fails? Instead of just a container crashing, the entire pod fails or needs to be replaced. In this situation, Kubernetes does not try to fix the pod. Instead, Kubernetes creates a new pod to replace it. Kubernetes replaces pods instead of repairing them. This is a key idea. In real applications, pods are usually managed automatically. So, when a pod fails, a new pod is created for us. When a pod fails, Kubernetes replaces it automatically. We will go into more detail in future videos about how this replacement happens. For now, remember this. When a pod fails, Kubernetes handles it. We don't do it manually. Why this design is important? Let's check that. This design is what makes Kubernetes powerful. Instead of relying on a single pod to always stay alive, Kubernetes expects pods to fail. When a pod becomes unhealthy, Kubernetes automatically creates a new one. So, the application keeps running. This behavior is called self-healing. Failures are normal in Kubernetes, and the system is designed to handle them automatically. Pods are temporary units in Kubernetes. Kubernetes keeps applications running by restarting containers and replacing pods automatically. Let's quickly recap. Pods are not permanent. Kubernetes expects them to fail. When a container crashes, Kubernetes restarts it. When a pod fails, Kubernetes replaces it. This is how Kubernetes maintains application availability. In the next video, we will look at how Kubernetes knows what a pod should look like, and we will start introducing how pods are defined step by step. Please note that captions are auto-generated but mostly accurate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.